Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edoggz Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Prime Universe Bulkhead. Let's get the box out of the way so we can focus more on the figure. On the left hand side we have Bulkhead already in his vehicle mode, which we'll touch base on later in the video. On this side of the box we have Optimus Prime, Hot Rod, RC, Blaster, and Bulkhead down there. On the back of the box we have Bulkhead already armored up, ready to go. It takes 30 steps to transform it into this vehicle mode. We have the QR code to see all of his stats if you're interested. And then on this side of the box we have close-up of his face down here, and on this side of the box we have him shooting down something from the air. On the top of the box we have Transformers Legacy there. On the bottom of the box we have barcodes and things. This figure is for ages 8 and up. The following information in this video has been provided by Transformers Prime Wikipedia. This is a generation style version of the Prime character, which also echoes the Ironhide character from Age of Extinction. So let's get the box out of the way. Let's focus on the 3 accessories. Why not? So first accessory is this Tart / shield, or riot shield if you want, if you will. And it simply plugs onto his back. You have a peg there, and we have a hole there. So just plug this in, and we're good to go. Right. Next is this Energon machine gun. Right. Very nice. You have the transparent barrel, and you have this dark gray here and at the tip and at the handle. Now you can plug it into his hand without no problem, or you can plug it into the shoulder. There's a port there, and then there's a port there. Mine will not plug into this, so we're going to plug it onto this side right here. Right. Next is this mace. Nice silver, you know, nothing to write home about. Technically we're supposed to have 2 of these because he can do that. And you just simply plug it into his hand. You can turn it without no problem. And this is the overall look of Bulkhead from the front. This is what it looks like from the side, and this from that side, and this from this side. He is a Voyager class figure, so let's bring in 2 people. We have Blaster here, and we're going to bring in excuse me, we're going to bring in Metal Hawk. Give you a scale, right? So you have that. Turn it to the side. You kind of see what's going on there. Get some rising. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Let's go through what you can do with this tarp. So you can unplug this tarp. Right? You can use this handle, which is better because it's a little bit longer than this port. And you can plug it here. You can plug it there if you wanted to. You can have it on your shoulder if you want to do that. Right? You can have it on the shoulder like that. Or you can have it on his arm. You're going to need this peg right here to do so. And you can plug it on his forearm here. And this gives you the clearance for this wheel being here. And you can have this as an arm shield. Right, so you can block whatever's coming his way. If you still have the mace on, you can just bend the arm a little bit, and you can use that again, and you can have like a normal shield. Let me see why won't it stay out like that. Like that. So you have them looking like this. You can put the gun into his hand. You have him shoot him off in a different direction. That kind of thing. But for now, we're going to pop this back on and go through the articulation. Right, so we're going to bring it down the arms. You only can go that far. And we can do a 360 degrees on the shoulder. We have bicep swivel here. And we can rotate the hand 360 degrees. We can bring up the leg, bring it down on the knee, and a little left. I would say there's a little bit more than 90, just a tad bit more than 90. Bring out the leg like that. We can do this if you want to, but you gotta move that arm out of the way. We can bring up the leg like this. We have a swivel at the top of the hip. We have a rocker at the feet. You can move the foot back and forth if you need to, like that. You can bring the other leg, excuse me, it's coming apart. Bring the other leg back, like so. And that's as far as you're gonna get unless you unplug the tarp that's on his back. You can turn at the waist, 360 degrees. The head is on the board joint because you can make them look up. That's as far as down as you're gonna go. You can look this way, which is his left, and you can look to his right. That's about it. You can look at his gun if you want to, but that's about it. Transformation. Let's get this off here, and let's get this mace off his hands. For the transformation, I will take off the tarp so you can see what I'm doing. Right. So, first order they want you to do is they want you to raise the arms like so. Raise the arms like so. You want to unclip them from here, from the shoulder, like that. And clip them from the shoulder like that. Right? We want to bring up the entire chest of the figure. So you want to bring this all the way up, right? And you want to pull all the way out like that. Right? So since we're here, let's go into here. We're going to take the head, bring this all the way down, like so. There's this black piece there. Fold that up. And what we want to do is we want to bring this down and bring this down. And as you do so, it's going to rotate like this. So you want to rotate like that, rotate like that. Bring this all the way up, and you want to mushroom these two together like that, right? Take the arms, bring them all the way back. Same thing on the other side. Bring them all the way back like that. And we want to bring the front of the cab. We're going to bring that down. See, this is in the way. And it's going to clip together like so. You're going to take this piece, you're going to bring this down like so. Take the wheels, you're going to separate like that. Right? I'm going to take this black piece right here, we're going to bring it all the way out. This next part is not even in the instructions, so you have to kind of get some leverage to pull this out, like so. And you're going to focus on the legs like this. Right, so on the opposite side, you want to bring this open. Inside, you're going to see this gray piece right here. Get a nail or a spudger. Bring that out. Turn it around. Close the door. Same thing, opposite side. Open the door. Bring this gray piece out. Turn it around. Close the door. You want to mushroom these two together. Right? You want to bend at the knee. Sometimes you got to move these out of the way. Right? And there's going to be a peg here, and there's a slot into the side of his leg. Let me see if I can show that to you. All right, so there's a slot right here where this is going to peg into. There's one. Do the same thing on the other side. There's the other. Put this back together. Right? So this is going to accordion into place. So we're going to lift this up, and we want to lift it this way. Right? So it's going to do something like that. Right? So we're going to do this. And it's going to plug into these two pieces right here. There's a port there. There's a port there. Make sure that's in. Make sure that's in. You want to bring down the heels of the foot. Bring that down. Bring that down. We'll save this for last. Take your tarp / shield. You want to pop it back into this hole. Right. Now you can take this machine gun. It has a port there, and there's a port there. You can point it any way you want. It plugs into this right here. This peg right there. Plug it in. And you take this mace. You gotta technically find which one it is to plug it into, like that. Bring this down. Bring the sides down, and they're going to peg into the side. So there's one there, and there's one, you can't see it, there's one there. Bring up the foot, and they're going to plug into this peg here, and then there's a peg there. Give it a squeeze, 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 squeeze. And there you have your Riba H-18 military transport truck, which is used by the Hungarian army, which is very nice. It doesn't really roll on my wooden table, but maybe if you have like carpet, you know, maybe you're driving it around on your sofa type of thing, they'll move. Nice. It's nice. Now you have a port here, you have some pegs there, maybe you have some extra weapons or something. You could just plug whatever you want there. So let's bring in some comparisons. Here is Jazz, Studio Series Jazz. That's a deluxe, that's a Voyager kind of deal. You can see he's just a little bit taller. I mean, a little bit longer than him. And let's bring in Ultra Magnus. He's a leader class. So, of course, much longer. Alright, let's put him in a straight line so you can see a comparison of that. How that looks. And we're going to do the side port like that. Right, so there you go. Right, now to get it back into the robot mode, very simple. Just want to unplug this and this. You could take this off if you want to. Let's do that. Right, take this off. You can take this out. Right, the feet first. Bring those forward. Bring those forward. We can get a pin here or a nail. Let's see if we can get a nail. Yep, that'll work. Get the heel spurs out. Unplug it like so. You want to separate the legs. Open up the door. Unpeg the gas tank. Bring those in. Close the door. Open up this door. Unpeg. Bring back. Bring in. Like so. Bring the legs down. Like that. And you want to plug this back into this piece right here. So as you're doing this, you want to bring down the legs just a little bit so you can actually do this. You want to just plug this back into place like so. Take this piece right here, bring it down. Right, bring the legs down. You're going to bring the arms out. You're going to disconnect this. Bring the arms out. Bring the arms out like so. You're going to separate because we got to do that. We'll fix that. Where did that come from? Oh, they came off the shoulder. We're going to separate from the side, from this side. Now before, right, so these two wheels have to be mushroomed together. We're going to bring these up. If you don't, it's going to get caught, right? So bring this up like that. Right, bring this out. You're going to bring this around. I'm going to show you that a little better on this side. I'm going to bring this out and around like that. Right. And you want to plug the shoulder back into this port. Just going to hold it in place. And at the same time, you have to plug, excuse me, you have to go back just a little bit. You have to get this door open. We're going to plug his head through this hole. Right? Make sure his head is in here. And now we're going to bring this down. Right? And right? So everything should be good to go. We're going to plug these back into his shoulder. Plug this into his waist. Bring this down. Take your tarp, put it back on his back. And we're going to put the Energon machine gun back on his shoulder. And if you want to, you can have the mace on his hand. Maybe you want to plug it back here for storage. It's up to you. Matter of fact, you could probably do that because you have this peg here. Just see a little bit of it. No, that's okay. That's fine. You can just leave that on the side if you want. We don't want to lose it, but so we're gonna plug in this in. So there you go, back into his robot mode. It's very different from his original Transformers First Edition Voyager class figure. The one thing I would liked from that figure is the chest transformation. On the original one, the chest would expand when going into the robot mode, and then it would contract going into the vehicle mode. I thought that was neat. This is a little bit better. It comes together a little better than the original one. I remember very well that certain places on that figure it didn't want to like snap together or come together, if you will. Right? The only other difference is that figure is bigger, way bigger, if you have this hole here. So let's close out this video. We're going to bring in some peoples from his series first. We're going to bring in the deluxe class knockout. We're going to bring in legend class Quake Wave. Let's bring in G1 Studio Series Jazz, and let's bring in Ultra Magnus on that side. Yep. So yeah, it's a neat thing. I like it. I would have preferred if they tried to do the original SUV-ish type vehicle. It's nice. Let's see what happens when we get to animate it, if there's any difference. So if you, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this video, please give it a like. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I do have 2 more other things to review, so stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you, ladies and gents, for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.